My test, my test. 1, 2, 3. My test. My test, my test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. My test, my test. 为什么 ？Mic test, mic test. Mic test, mic test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Do it using your microphone. Mic test, mic test. 1, 2. Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you can hear me, please give me a shout out, a hello or hi. Over at YouTube, I think the chat has got some problem today. Usually it will work itself out. It will suddenly appear. Okay, over at YouTube. And those of you who are with me on the Facebook Live, a very good evening to you and a happy Chinese New Year. And members, if you are here tonight, give a shout out to let me know you are here tonight. And can you hear me? Charles, can you hear me? I saw my my voice seems like very soft over at the other app. Charles, are you able to hear me? Hi. Hi, Jasmine. 你好，非凡。Oh, I forgot DLPN stands for what? Can hear, huh? Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so welcome back, welcome back. So it's the first week, first session of the Meta Ox year in our Chinese lunar calendar. Okay, so very fast, we are already in February, guys. We are already in February, so we are about 2 months into 2021. Okay, the pandemic is getting weaker and weaker. Very soon, it will be over. Okay, there's nothing forever. We will not be stuck in this kind of situation forever. 花开花会谢，春去春会来。Understand 啊 ？Understand 啊？猜一首歌。花开花会谢，春去春会来。Right? Anybody can guess what song is that? Oh, so when the pandemic is over, now why do I talk about it? It's because of the post-pandemic play. Okay, post-pandemic play. So what are the stocks that we can look at? And one of them, okay, is what I think, in my opinion, and from my conversation with fellow members and also my friends, okay, one of the stock that I think is on everybody's mind will be SIA. Correct or not? If you think about SIA, okay, give me a like, give me a like. Then we shall talk about SIA. Why ？why tonight's webinar is so 冷冷清清啊？哎呀 finally the lights are floating up the screen. Nice. 好 ，David，新年快乐！哇，VGI 这样你都猜得到啊？你好厉害哦！你一定是我的年代的人啊。花心，对了对了，就是这首歌《花心》。那天在新年的时候，在电视节目刚好听到周华健在唱，想到，哎，这是这个疫情开始缓解了，就是说将会结束。结束以后应该看什么股呢？今晚我们就来讨论。第一支我们要看的就是新加坡航空公司 SIA。那为什么啊？OK， 很简单。Sorry, right. Let me come back to English. Why suddenly I speak Mandarin? Okay, so why SIA? I think all of us haven't gone on a holiday for almost 1 year now. So from my conversation with people around me, everybody is desperate, okay, to book that ticket to travel overseas for a holiday. Am I right, guys? So if you are also thinking about this, that once the pandemic is over, you're going to plan a holiday trip, please comment one. Comment one. Let's take a look. Okay, your participation in this quiz is very helpful to our analysis on the post-pandemic stock, yeah, guys. So please participate as honestly as you can. Are you thinking about going for a vacation, going for a holiday once the pandemic is over? If you are, comment one. Comment one. I expect to see a lot of ones. Okay, it can be Bali, it can be as near as Thailand, Malaysia, or it can be as far as Taiwan. Okay, but Taiwan, do remember they denied our mask when the pandemic break out last year. They denied our mask. They disallowed ST Engineering to send over our mask. So this one, 记在心中哦. So maybe don't spend there. Go to China. Purposely spike Taiwan, go to China, right? So you see, a lot of people are thinking about going overseas. So this is something that I was thinking. So I checked the chart of SIA, and also recently announced its earning. It continued to lose money. That one is for sure lah. Everybody know it's not flying. But the thing is, going forward, how is it going to be? Correct or not? So SIA caught my attention here, and after reporting a bad earnings, okay, which is expected, you can see that SIA has broke this downtrend line. Can you see this downtrend line? This blue line that I drawn. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all my lines and restart my analysis so that it is very, very neat. Okay, now this is a strategy. Okay, this is a strategy that I teach in the community. So tonight, because Chinese New Year, I give you free gift lah. How about? Okay, give you free gift. I teach you how to use this strategy. Very straightforward, very simple. Okay, take a look at this. So SIA on the daily chart, this is the downtrend line. You could see that after it tested 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, okay, it finally broke the 3rd time. So this is the downtrend line resisting the SIA. So if SIA continue the downtrend, you expect the price to fall back into this range and it will start to go lower. Okay, so go lower. So this is what SIA is doing. So what is SIA doing over the past 2 weeks is bullish. Okay, guys, why do I say it's bullish? Because, okay, can you see this long white candle over here? This long white candle accompanying with this luminous green volume bar is telling us, okay, this red and green volume bar below, for those of you who are new, this red and green volume bar below are transaction volume. So if this day, when my cursor is, you can see the V over here is a transaction volume. So this day, SIA transacted 15.4 million shares. Okay, and today, this is a large trading candle. Today, SIA transacted 5.3 million shares. Okay, so this is transaction volume. So when we look at a chart, we want to see whenever you see luminous green or you see volume spike like this. Okay, then you go up and you check out the chart, whether is it buying or selling is taking place whenever there's high volume. High volume would mean high activities in the stock, buying, selling, buying, selling. So if more people buy when there is a very high transaction day, you will see a long white candle like this. Okay, conversely, if you see high trading volume and you see this little joker over here, which in Japanese we call the shooting star, it means no good. The share price has got sellers, not the share price, the stock has got sellers inside the stock. Okay, so this is not a good sign when you see high volume. High volume, you want to see fat, white, juicy like that, then it's very good. Okay, now this is also not very good. Okay, it's telling you that there are sellers in the stock. So after you see this seller in the stock, okay, then you must watch out for stopping volume. Okay, so that one we reserve for another day when we are in trouble. Right now, we are not in trouble. We are looking at a positive movement in SIA currently. So therefore, tonight I want to start with SIA first. The reason I already shared that if the pandemic starts to get better and better and better, and you can see around us, the infection rate has slowed down. Okay, more people are getting vaccinated versus infected. Okay, more people are getting vaccinated versus infected. So at these rates, there will be more people vaccinated against the virus than people going to get infected, and we just need that first air travel. So once that starts and you see more SQ plane flying around, they can be doing transport, they can be ferrying people, and especially you see people dare to go holiday, come back ping ping an, right? That is the clue that it is everything is going back to the norm. But guess what? Stock market is forward looking. You can see despite SIA reporting bad earnings, the share price isn't coming down lower anymore. Okay, anymore. So it is already looking forward for the post-pandemic what's the English word to use? Post-pandemic situation, okay, where business will resume. All right. So now let's take a look at this technical, because there's no fundamental to look at. You all know that the earnings is down. Okay, the earning is down. So therefore, there's really nothing to look forward to on the earnings side except the future. So you look at the past, definitely is down. So no point. All right. So this candle is very important on this day, 8th of February. A very significant day has happened over here, which means high volume, long white candle, buyers stepping into SIA, driving the share price up. Okay, now whenever you see such a day, there is another special group of buyers inside this day. They are the contra players. Okay, contra players usually are not intending to hold the share. They are in for the short term and get out very soon. T plus 3. Currently it's T plus 3 or T plus 2. So T plus 1, 2, 3. So they have to get out of the stock. So if the stock after a high volume doesn't continue anymore and starts to consolidate like what you are looking here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, check out the volume, guys. If the volume remains low, it's telling you that the sellers are still the buyers are still in the stock. This is just a shaking out of the weak holders. Okay, the weak holders, the contra players, and those are people who are going in for very quick gains, or those people who are very worried, scared, scared market will crash, every day talk about doomsday prediction. So they are the ones who will sell. So from what we see right now, SIA definitely has a bullish setup. Okay, so it may break this 440 and then start to test the upside. Okay, the highest that it tested during this recovery is about 480. So currently it's doing 440. You do have about 8 to 10% upside after comms, okay, in SIA. But I think this is more for the post-pandemic play. So if I buy, I'm going to stay inside SIA for quite some time, okay, until I see the resumption of this air travel. Okay, so this is the bullish setup that we see now. Now, this is only on the daily chart, guys. Only on the daily chart. Okay. Now, on the weekly chart, you're going to see something even more powerful. Okay, which we call the. Let me turn off my indicators first. Okay, which we call the inverse head and shoulder. Okay, inverse head and shoulder, which is a classical reversal pattern. Now, this is the left shoulder. This is the right shoulder emerging. Okay, it is not complete yet, the pattern. So for the pattern to complete, you expect the price to go up. Then you have a very nice left shoulder, right head. The head is a little bit here, 大头, okay, a little bit here, 大头兵. Then you have this right shoulder. Then it is a very powerful inverse head and shoulder pattern, which usually will form at the lowest point of a downtrend, which satisfy for SIA. Okay, so this is the analysis for SIA, that it is very bullish. It has a reversal pattern on the weekly chart. Then the daily chart is also looking like akan datang soon. Now, if you don't know Bahasa, okay, then you must go and find out what does akan datang means, okay? Then on the weekly chart, okay, another thing about the weekly chart, you can see, okay, that's why I was telling you that whenever you see high transaction volume is all you care about when you analyze chart, right? So you can see there is high volume spike right here, correct or not? So you can see the candles is moving up from 350 all the way up, okay, all the way up to 470 before it starts to have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to 12 candles on the weekly chart pulling back. Now, it's very important to note the volume, okay, during the pullback. Generally, we want the volume to be low. If the volume is low and the preceding movement is very strong volume going up, this is a very normal bullish sign that the trend can continue. Okay, that the trend can continue. So that is on the weekly chart. Now, back to the daily chart. For those of you who just joined and may be late, okay, so SIA, now this is the head and shoulder pattern on the weekly chart. So daily chart, I don't need it anymore. I'm going to clean it away. Okay, so that because I want to show you another bullish pattern that is happening on the weekly, on the daily chart of this SIA. Okay, that is called the cup and handle, guys. This is a cup and handle pattern. Okay, so it has already started to break out of this handle pattern. So it looks set to go up. Okay, looks set to go up. So this is a lot of bullish reason why SIA is bullish. Okay, so everybody understand now? If you understand, comment yes. No, don't comment S. Sorry. Comment SIA. Yeah. Comment SIA if you understand this analysis. You see, there's no need to use indicator at all. Okay. Knowing how to read the volume and the candle is more important. So if you understand SIA now, comment SIA. Okay, SIA. Nice. Wow, see SIA in the comment field, lot song. Hey, a lot of you not participating. Only some of you commenting the SIA only. You must interact, you must interact. Understand SIA, Bernard Lim. Wow. Outperform Bernard Lim. I give you one like. Okay, so this is for SIA. Now, for me to explain again the inverse head and shoulder pattern, I need to pull out Sembawang Corp Industry because before the magnificent rally, it also did the same pattern, Okay, it also has the same pattern on the inverse head and shoulder pattern. Let me see, is it on the daily or the weekly chart? Okay, so this was the inverse head and shoulder pattern that I traded on this Sembawang Corp Industry. I thought it was more obvious than this. Okay, let me draw the pattern over here, and here. Okay, so this was the inverse head and shoulder pattern that lead to this spectacular rally in SIR in Sembawang Corp Industry. All right, this is just to show you, okay, where the last time I spotted this pattern. Now there could be other pattern in other stock, but because I did not trade the other stock, so I do not know about them. So this one I am trading, so I know this and as well as SIA that is happening right now. So what about DBS? Okay, I know the banks a lot of people like favorite. Okay, DBS, pattern bo, don't have. Okay, DBS is the one of the strongest of the blue chip. It is still climbing up. Okay, after the pandemic in March 2020, it was on the way up and still going up. This is one significant level, okay, that I think 3 weeks ago, let me see, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago on a Thursday, I was conducting this webinar for UOB Kayhen clients. So those of you who are in that event, you will remember about this level. These lines are drawn back then. So DBS was testing this support line, okay? After it pop up, it starts to pull back, okay, pull back, and then it started to support here. So when do we take the trade on DBS? Come, let's learn, yeah? So you zoom in, okay, you see, this is high volume going up, so it's pulling back on low volume. So what happened here is actually not important. It's only important only after we identify the support level about 24.90 or $25, round number if you like. So let's not be too precise on the support resistance because it doesn't work this way. Okay, whenever you use support resistance, you must be prepared to see overshoot. Like for example, now what we're looking at DBS, you can see that this tail over here, you see this tail over here, it overshot the support line that I draw because it's not important where it ends, where it turns, okay? Because when you use support or resistance, you need to factor in what we call the overshoot, okay? And you need to factor in what we call the undershoot. That means if it doesn't come to this line and start to turn back up, you cannot don't trade, ma. Correct or not? You cannot expect the price to go to the line where you draw and then go up. You know that one is a fantasy fairy tale. It doesn't happen. So in trading, you need to be like Bruce Lee, be like water, flexible, fluid. So whenever you draw the support line, you watch how the candles trades to your support line, and then you make your decision as the stock start to turn. You want to see a couple of signs. So right now, I'm going to share with you. Okay, so you take a look at this. Okay, so this is coming down. Yeah, where's my line? Where's my line? Okay, my line. Okay, so I draw the support line 24.90, right? Okay, 24.8. Okay, right here. Right. So when it's coming down, you must watch the volume. You know, the volume is increasing as it falls lower. All right. So back until this point, you would expect DBS to continue to go lower because you can see the increasing in volume as DBS starts to trade lower. So it's really threatening to the downside. But guess what? This candle, you could see a white candle. Now, white candle doesn't mean that the stock will stop falling and then it will go back up. Just take a look at this. You cannot assume that it's going to go up. You see, you cannot assume that it's going to go up. Next few candles, it still come down. So when you see this, it doesn't mean an automatic buy, guys. Doesn't mean it's an automatic buy. You need to observe how the stock tests the selling. Okay, after the first white candle is seen. So you tap. Okay, you can see the next three candle after the white candle. You could see that the trading volume of this sell candle, which is black candle. Okay, sorry, not sell candle. It's called black candle. But usually black candle is caused by selling. Why is this so? Let me explain to you. You can see this black candle. Okay, it opened at 26.30 and then it trades down to 25.93. So how can a share price from 26.30 trades lower to 25.93? By selling. Okay, by selling. You need to sell to complete the day as a black candle. So this is a day of selling. You could see the selling is lower volume than this white candle going up. Can you see that? Okay, and the next black candle, you could see that there is a long lower tail here. So that means during the day, the stock actually trade to the low of this 25. Okay, threatening to go lower, but finally it did not, it trades up. So these are all testing of the selling. So once I see this, I will prepare. Okay, prepare to buy if I'm interested in DBS and not buy immediately because you need to see the buyer return. Then only you can be certain that, okay, sellers are no longer strong in DBS. The trend is going back up. It is bouncing this 24.93 nicely. Of course, you don't buy at the end of the day, guys. You need to buy when the volume is increasing and when you see the candle is white. Okay, so that is what I call the VT in my program. So this is the technique, okay, to use. So after that, you can see selling. Look at the volume lower than this. Okay, this is not significantly lower. Not significantly lower. If it is as low as this or even to this level, then I'm very happy. But DBS don't do that. DBS, the volume is quite consistent. Okay, but what you need to know is this volume buying. Okay, this volume is selling, so it's still lower. So you just continue. Once you get in, right, just continue to trend, let the stock trend. Okay, so right now, based on the last two candles, you can see DBS struggled to go above $26 already. This, as I explained to you earlier, is not a good sign. Okay, and today it is back to neutral. Okay, so DBS after this long white candle starts to struggle at 26, so it doesn't look like it is going very well for it because you could see selling already appear in the stock. Can you see? Okay, so this DBS as of now, you can see that it is I'm neutral about the stock. Okay, It is not really, if it's continue to come down, if it continue to come down with higher volume, then this stock I am bearish. Okay, right as of now, it is just indecisive right there. Okay, so is it a time for me to buy DBS right here at $26? No, not for me. Okay, so this one is just to show you an example on how to read the candles on this DBS. So on the daily chart alone is not enough. So you want to flip to the weekly chart as well. Okay, so once you flip to the weekly chart, you want to see the candles. Remember, look at the high volume, look at the low volume. What's the stock doing? So during this stage from November to January, you could see DBS going up on increasing volume, very good. And then consolidated 5 weeks with lower volume. So it is very good. Okay, it is still bullish, pop, and then it starts to pull back with increasing volume, confluence to what we saw on the daily chart, which was supposed to be bearish and now is bouncing. So this week, today is only Tuesday. Okay, we have seen 2 consecutive white candle in DBS going higher. So this is this week Tuesday, we have got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, okay, to complete the candle. So if volume comes in, candle continue to push higher, then DBS is bullish and the trend can continue. Okay, can continue. So if I turn on my indicator, my third template over here, I got 1, 2, 3. The third template over here, you could see that it is inside my green zone. Green zone would mean that it is still going higher after my first entry. Okay, my first entry arrow. So long it doesn't break my red line, trailing stop line, it will remain green. Okay, that means the trend is continuing. So let me go to the daily chart and see. Okay, so daily chart has already broken the trading stop on the daily chart, so it is now trying to trade back up. So right now we just need to see the return of the volume on DBS as it trades upwards and clear this pivot point of this shooting star. So if it can, okay, so let me give you the number. So if it can trade above 26.30 on better volume, then DBS can start to trend higher because there is this luminous volume coming into DBS. Okay, so DBS earnings, as we all know, it painted a better prospect, and of course, one of the post-pandemic player. Okay, for DBS. Yeah. The other banking stock that is, let me see, OCBC. A long time never see this stock since last Thursday. Okay, now DBS, DBS. OCBC, if you see OCBC, it has this resistance. Okay, so this is 1023. 1023. Let me just zoom in right here for you. Now 1023, this is resistance. Can you see? It went up, pull back, it went up, it pulled back before it broke. So this is a resistance, turn support. Okay, now turn support. So at 1023. So can you see at 1023, this little bugger over here has a low shadow over here. Can you see? So it overshot during this day. Now, a lot of new traders will use the support resistance as such that they will put their stop 1 or 2 bits away from the support. Now, this is what I do in my early days as well, because it is what the books teach. Okay, but when you actually participate in the stock market and when you actually really trade the stock market, you will know that this support always, or the resistance will always frolic. It will always overshoot to test the seller, or in the books they call it trigger the stops. You heard about that before? If you heard about that before, give me a comment one, that if you place your stop 1 or 2 bits away from the support, it is very easily triggered because it is called the whipsaw. If you heard about this before, comment one. Comment one. Okay. Let's see, am I the only sway one who kena that before? Since then, I have already transformed. I do not place my stop there anymore. That one is like a sitting duck waiting to be shot by the market. Okay. I saw a lot of one. So a lot of people started that way. So no problem, guys. No problem. So the first thing is we need to change. Okay, you need to change. So no longer do you want to put your stop as support. And especially for the members over here, I saw some of you over here, members over here. We don't use this at all to play stop, remember? So this one has got nothing to do with us. I just want to share my experience so that you know why when you join the program, when we do the stop loss, right, it was never mentioned it's near support, it's 1 or 2 bits away from support. 1 or 2 bits from this pivot point, that one is really waiting to be short, sitting duck. Okay, so OCBC is now bouncing up, continuing to trade higher, but you can see the volume. Okay, it is not increasing. Now, as a stock trades towards the resistance, we expect the volume to be increasing as the price goes up, so that it is like a avalanche, a snowball. 越滚越多，越滚越大, so that when the volume hit, when the stock price meets the resistance, it has got such a heavy momentum, a lot of buying getting into the resistance, it is higher chance that it can break this resistance. Okay, so I'm not seeing that in OCBC right now. Okay, so therefore this resistance for me, I think looks set to stand. Anyway, OCBC will be reporting its earnings, should be 22nd, should be next week. Also pay attention to the earnings. Also, a lot of Singapore stocks, okay, are going to report their earnings next week. Okay, so these 2 weeks, a lot of stocks are going to be very volatile. So usually it is not my pattern to buy too near to the earnings, because usually already priced in. So the best time to buy the stock before the earnings. Okay, and also don't buy straight after the earnings, because straight after the earnings, the stock will need to digest. Okay, so sometimes if the price already priced in the good earnings, it will pull back, it will consolidate. Okay, unless the share price, the earnings is a very positive surprise, then the share price can continue to run. Okay, so that is for OCBC. So now I've gone through like 3 stocks: SIA, DBS, OCBC. So it will already give you a sense of how to read the candles and the volume, right? So for the big chips like DBS and OCBC, the trading volume is not very, very obvious. So I'm going to show you something even more obvious, like GKE, for example. Okay, now GKE, once you take a look at GKE, you can understand that, oh, this is so much easier. Okay, let me just turn off my sector info. Okay, GKE versus OCBC. Now you will understand, hey, it's so much easier to analyze GKE versus the volume on OCBC. You can see OCBC, you do not see very well defined high and low volume in OCBC. But once you go to GKE, right? Okay, let me just show you this trend before you consolidate. You could see the high and the low very, very well defined, isn't it? Can you see that, guys? Can you see that? Okay, if you can see that it is very well defined in GKE as compared to OCBC, comment yes. Comment yes. Okay, if you understand that it is easier to see the volume spike and the low volume in GKE versus OCBC, comment yes. Not bad. Today, first week of the Metal Ox here, we have got 281 of you online. Now, if you have enjoyed so far, and you've enjoyed so far, and you have learned something, especially if you're new, please help me share this channel out. Okay, share this video out to more people. Okay, to more people. 天下武功出少林嘛, so more people know about this, the better it will work. Okay, right. I see so many of you participating. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, so now let us focus on GKE now. Okay, so for GKE, right, you can see whenever the stock is in a trend, okay, remember, you need to remember, okay, so this one is free gift for you. Now, when a stock is not going up anymore and becomes stuck in a trendless market like this, okay, trendless market, okay, I call this trendless market because it is like a big gigantic sideway. Okay, can you see this is a big it's a big gigantic sideway, and the share price haven't gone up yet, right? GKE. So in order for you to have a higher degree of probability of whether the breakout of this 9.2 cents, 92 cents can take or not. Not 92 cents, sorry, 9.2 cents. Okay, can take or not. How do we know whether the breakout of the resistance will be will be more successful than it will fail? Is to understand what is going on whenever a stock stop going higher and starts to consolidate sideways. Okay, so from this point to this point, what you need to do is to go down, okay, go down and look at the volume spike. This is the volume spike. Let me get my pencil to show you. This is the volume spike. This is the volume spike. Okay, this is the volume spike. Okay, now you want to know what is going on in the stock. Remember, you want to know what's going on in the stock whenever there is a high volume of transaction. Correct or not? So this is high volume transaction. Okay, you do not see a very bullish sign. You see high volume of transaction, you do not see a very bullish sign. So it continues to trade sideways on low volume. So right now you see that, this is a high transaction volume, luminous green. Look at this candle, white candle. This is what the guy at ChartNexus say, right? That, this is a buyer coming into the stock. So how do I know buyer coming into the stock? Because high volume, long white candle. And before that, whenever the stock is quiet, it's consolidating, low volume. Then after this high volume, the stock once again consolidate, low volume. Okay, volume spike, buyers stepping back in. So overall, this stock, buyers are in control. That is how you select your stock to trade, guys. Okay, once this chart is bullish as buyers are in control, you wait for the breakout to happen and you can take the trade with more confidence because you know that the buyers are in the stock. They are not out of the stock yet. You follow me so far? If you understand, give me a fireworks of likes. Okay, give me a fireworks of light. Then you can see the stock now comes back into this transaction, this trading range. Okay, so now the stock is now back in this trading range, not transaction range, trading range. Okay, now the stock is back into this trading range. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the likes, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, hey, over YouTube, if you don't mind, hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. It can help me to gain more traction on YouTube. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, so GKE. Okay, now this is where we want to ask. Okay, this is where the golden question is. Can I buy now? Am I right? This will be on your mind. Okay, can I buy now? So before you decide whether to buy or not, you need to look to the left, guys. You cannot, okay, stocks trading is not to imagine what is going to happen in the future. Okay, so you need to look to the left. Once you look to the left, what are we looking for? We are looking for evidence of buyer in control in the stock. If we see buyer in control during the trading range, then we have a higher degree of confidence that GKE can go up, right? So let us study this together right now. Whenever you see volume spike, well, so this one totally killed the white candle over here. So next, okay, going up on increasing volume, first positive sign, selling high volume. Okay, so after you see selling high volume, you want to see low volume consolidation. Do we get it? Tap. No, we do not get it. We see more sellers. So after that, more seller again, it starts to come down. Finally, we saw declining volume. Okay, declining volume all the way to this point. From this point selling all the way to this point, we're looking at lower volume already. That means the sellers are losing strength. Okay, are losing strength as it starts to come down lower and lower and lower and lower. Right now, first sign of buyers stepping back into the stock right here. Can you see right here? Okay, so from here onwards, we want to see, remember, just like the DBS, just like the SIA, we want to see how the stock handle the selling after the white candle. Does it sell immediately like this? Okay, if this is the white candle, sell immediately, we know that, alamak, this one is still not ready to go up. So right here, you are looking at after the buy candle, not buy candle, sorry, after the buyers step back into the stock, the next session, you can see that volume is low on the pullback. It's very, very different from this. Okay, so the next two candles, you could see that, wow, very low volume. Correct or not? So today, the buyers try to push the stock up. You can see the small little white candle with high volume. Okay, so now all eyes on GKE. Whether can it clear the 144 tomorrow? If it can clear the 144 tomorrow, wow, this stock can still go higher because you can see that the sellers are not interested to sell the stock right here. Can you see? This is how I read the chart. Okay, it beats using the moving average and the MACD lah, crossover lah, stochastic over, so much more objective. You agree or not? Able to read the candles with the volume is the key to understanding whether the buyers and sellers are in control or not. So that is my advantage in this chart reading. So after I get a sense of GKE, I will flip to the weekly chart. Okay, and understand what is going on in the weekly chart. Weekly chart, you look at the weekly chart, it is classic trend trading characteristic. Now, what do I mean by classic trend trading characteristic? Okay, for trend trading, right? Okay, when the stock is going up, you want to see increasing volume. Whenever the stock stop going up, you want to see lower volume. So it's go up, stop going up, lower volume. Go up, stop going up, lower volume. So this is still in play. Guys, this is still in play. You can see this is the selling candle after this massive run up, but the volume is low. Okay, and then after this next three candle, you could see volume getting lower. So this week, this candle, if it is able to clear that 144, 15 is akan datang, and if it can clear upwards, then maybe another rally will come. So that is GKE for you. Now we talk about GKE so much. What is GKE and what does it do? It is very important to know what stock am I trading. Okay, I do not like to trade the stock based purely on TA alone, technical analysis. I want to know what this company does, and I want to buy only good companies. Now, my definition of good company is very simple. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my sector info over here, this button over here, and you can see information about GKE, this company comes out. So it is in the sector of industrials. Okay, it is in the industry of air freight and courier services. Does this ring a bell, guys? Air freight and courier services. We all know that during the circuit breaker or the MCO in Malaysia or the lockdown in other countries, a lot of demand for goods to be delivered. Okay, e-commerce lah, you know, or the country order foods, vaccine and whatnot. So air freight and courier services, these companies, okay, those who can make it one, as in there are also companies doing logistics, also not doing well because they cannot maximize the opportunity. Okay, like the Chinese always say, 机会是留给有做好准备的人。Oh, same for the company. If the company is ready, you know, they are in the correct industry, correct sector, but they are not ready when the demand is there for their goods and services, they couldn't capitalize. So GKE, thank you, right? GKE, logistic, warehousing, and cement. Okay. So you take a look at the health check. Operation health check tells us the net income and revenue of this company is excellent. Okay, cash flow below average, debt, whoa, high debt. Okay, profitability so average. Financial health check, good. Now, whenever you see high debt, okay, when you see high debt, you need to be careful because from my experience, and how many years do I have? 15 years, coming to 16. Whenever a company has high debt, they really have this bad habit of issuing rights, rights issue. Do you understand what I'm saying? Imagine if you have this similar experience as me, okay, a company issue rights, you go and check the company. Usually they reissue rights to pay off debt, to lower debt and whatnot. So it is very disadvantageous to short-term shareholder like me. Now I call myself short-term shareholder. I'm not long-term shareholder. I don't invest in GKE for long-term. I invest in it until the trend turn bearish, I'm out. Okay, make 10-20% pocket in the money. Okay, then I'm out. Okay, put the money back into my bank and wait for the next opportunity. So that is the kind of trading I'm doing here. So I'm not going to go into GKE and buy long-term, keep 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. No, I don't do that. Okay, so just to let you understand my style a bit. So this is the health check, as you can see over here. And then, by the way, there's little link over here. If you click it, it will show you the same company inside this space, air freight and courier services. You can see SingPost is the big brother over here with 1.5 billion market cap. And we all know SingPost cannot make it one. Okay. You cannot count on me SingPost in this stock. This is the classic example that I was explaining to you. in the right sector, in the right space. When COVID-19 strike, e-commerce takes place, but Singpost report lower earnings. Mana got meaning, correct or not? So if I am the long-term shareholder of Singpost, I sure very TL. Actually, I was long time ago, 2014. Okay, so I sold Singpost and get out of it. Really no hope lah. This Singpost. The whole Singapore, the whole Singapore, they have the best network to deliver parcels and from the e-commerce and whatnot, but they cock up. Okay, if you understand what I'm talking about in Singpost, please give me a like, please give me because when I talk about Singpost, my blood pressure comes boiling. Because I think that last time I trusted this company 2014, wrong move. 7 years ago, really is TMD. Waste time, waste money. Okay, thinking that Singpost, confirm can make money during e-commerce boom. Walao bo leh. Never mind. The Singpost, the postman from China was caught throwing the letters into the rubbish bin. Oh my God. This one 讲了就生气，这个讲了就生气。Okay, 来 we talk about something else. Edward Singh say you already post him out. Good job, brother. I also did the same thing. Really is waste time. Okay, let's not talk about lousy company. We talk about better company, GKE. Okay, so GKE, Jen Tan also can feel me. So a lot of you are also ex-shareholder of Singpost, correct? Not? Must be ex. If you're still inside, I really worry for you. You can see e-commerce boom, it is losing money, no meaning. Okay, so let's talk about GKE. Now, GKE, we talk about the earnings now. Okay, so earnings, you can see TTM, trailing 12 month. Okay, trailing 12 month. Okay, there are 3 types of financial report. Annual report is reported yearly. So annual report is the slowest that I usually don't see. Why? Because it report last year's performance, So if going forward, the first 2 quarters of the new year, I got problem, right? It's not going to reflect in this performance. It will still show you very good. Also, it is very slow to react to current business sentiment. Trailing 12 months is slightly better because it is the accumulation, the accumulation of the last 4 quarters of earnings. So any change to the last quarter, like drastic drop in revenue or net income or increase in cost, immediately you will see the effect on these trailing 12-month numbers. Okay, now quarterly is the immediate quarter. It means the last quarter, immediately you're able to see whether this company is doing well or not. Also, this is the fast, useless. Okay, fast, useless. Okay, so let's check. Let's come to the TDM. So from a TDM point of view, you can see that with every rolling 4 quarters, GKE since Q4 2019, the earnings already starts to 鹹魚翻身, we call this. Okay, that means 鹹魚翻身. It already starts to make lesser loss, and finally to Q2 2020 report its first profit. Okay, and then Q4 report even higher profit. So this is showing us that GKE is actually turning around, starting making more and more money. So this is the free cash flow is also growing as the company makes more. So this company, basically the management is doing a good job. It is doing business, 做生意, really 赚钱赚钱. So when you want to be an investor, guys, okay, don't think about gambling. Don't want to think about go in, get a quick one and get out. That one is called gambling. Okay, my broker have put it very well. So he said, hey, if you want to do this, that means you want to go in today, you want to get out 3 days later, this return is not good because maybe you only make 5%, make 10%. Okay, the fastest way is to go to RWS, under the roller table there, got one red and black. You put $50, you win $50. You put $5,000, you win $5,000. 100% payout. So that one is quicker. No need to wait 3 days. Okay, I hope you get my point. Although I see no reaction, it is supposed to be a joke. So stock market is not a place for you to come in to gamble. Okay, if you behave yourself and you are mature in your thinking, every company listed in the exchange are real businesses making dollars and cents. Therefore, our job as an investor is to go and hunt for the good ones, those that are really making money, earnings, and then we invest in them using the chart as a timing to get in at the best price. It's like buying, okay, let's say we talk about iPhone 12. It's like buying iPhone 12 instead of $1,369, you are buying it at $980. Okay, so that is the best way to put it to you. So our job is to time the lowest possible, just at the right moment when the stock is about to move, and then find good companies. Okay, so this is TTM. Quarterly, you can also see that there's an improve in the earnings. Okay, improve in the earnings. Okay, so you scroll down. Okay, you scroll down, you can see more information over here. So the next time, okay, no more, nothing else. Okay, the rest are not covered in this webinar, so that's all. Right, so GKE, basically, I'm showing you the earnings increasing, improving. So this is the chart right now. Okay, so now you understand the timing, you understand the stock is a good stock. So how about when to buy? Correct enough. So now I want to share with you one method, okay, and also to apply on SIA and GKE. Are you ready? If you are ready, comment yes. One method. How do you know when to muscle these two companies? Are you ready? If you are ready, comment yes. Wow, this YouTube chat service today is not working, guys. Guys over at YouTube, I feel so sorry you cannot participate in the comments field. Yes. Fantastic. You guys are awesome tonight. Okay, so the method is set up your alert. Okay, set up your alert. Come, let me show you how to set your alert. So for example, I was telling you that, hey, so this GKE, based on this buyer in control candle and the seller is tested with low volume, that means not a lot of sellers, you expect the price to go up. So you need to trade to either a price or a particular volume, then you want to buy this stock. Am I right? So this is my alert button. Okay, so alert button, there is a trend line alert, there's horizontal line alerts. Okay, so I'm going to use my horizontal line alerts. Okay, so if tomorrow, okay, I put it at 145. Okay, I put it at 145. I set my alert expiry date to be 5th of March. 5th of March. I click apply. You will see an orange line appear. Okay, so tomorrow, while I'm working or maybe I'm stuck at the PIE or CTE going to work, right? So if the stock trades at 0.145, okay, 14.5 cents, okay, I will receive an alert to GKE. And there's a time when I come to GKE, I look at the candle, it must be white as it cross this line, and I look at the volume, it must be high. Then I know that GKE is on the way up. So that is one way you can do it. So when you set this alert, where will it alert you? When I'm driving, okay, okay, if it alert into my software over here, live alert, it's useless. Am I right? It's useless. I am not going to turn on my laptop as I drive. Correct or not? So you want the alert to be sent where? Guys, you tell me. Where do you want the alerts to be sent? Where is the logical place you want the alerts to be sent? That will make it very convenient for you. Where? Can someone tell me? Where should the alert be sent to? Anybody want to make a guess? The first one who guessed correctly will receive a like from me. SMS, 哇，谢慧萍，这么近那么远，It is close, it is close. David Johnson, Telegram is correct. Telegram is correct, guys. Okay, mobile is also correct. Okay, so this is where you set up this particular software. After you get it, you set it up. It will be, okay, I have already successfully connect my phone to this Telegram. So it will alert you on your Telegram. Okay, now this is called ESP bot A. So these are the alerts that triggered today. You can see Singapore got Ingda lah, Cromwell Reed lah, Delphi lah, UMS testing trend line. Later we talk about UMS. Okay. Wait, I got ambulance. Oh, Okay, so sorry, not coming for me, the ambulance. Olam also triggered my strategy, Trendmaster V3 Plus. Okay, so this is where the alerts will go to into your Telegram. You tell me, isn't it wonderful and isn't it very convenient? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, those of you who are early members or have come to this webinar long time ago, but first time coming back, right? This is the latest update to the software that you are able to configure it to send to your mobile phone Telegram, so that when you are in your car, when you receive the Telegram, don't stop your car and don't text while driving. Just call your broker. Okay, just call your broker. Ask the broker, hey, I received a message on GKE. Now it's what price? How does the candle look? So he should be able to tell you all this. Then you can make up your mind whether to buy or not. The analysis is always done before the market opens, so that when the market is open, you are just executing, guys. Okay, so that's for GKE. And let's talk about SIA. Okay, SIA, let me see. Have I already configured alert for my SIA? No, these are all my alerts for all the stocks. You can see a mixture of KL stock and Singapore stock. Okay, so this is where I manage my alerts. So let me come back to my live alerts over here. So SIA, okay, SIA. So SIA is similar to GKE. It has got this long white candle. It's now consolidating. So SIA, if we break 444, okay, if we break this pivot high, I'm going to draw the line. Okay, draw the horizontal line, this price. Okay, again, the expiry date, you can set them bloody long away lah, but usually I set on the first Friday of the week, okay, of the new month, first Friday of the new month. All right, so this is the trigger alert line 443. So if tomorrow SIA trade to 443, what must I do? Check the volume. Must be high volume. High volume 443. Then I will decide whether to buy or not. Okay, so I can go and do my work. I can go and run. I can go and cycle. I can go to the beach to jalan-jalan. When the alert comes, then only I pay attention to this stock. So every night there is only a few stocks you want to pay attention the next day. So this is where you set up the alerts and then you wait for it to trigger. Okay, so let me just show you some of the real-time alerts like Olam today. Can you see Olam today? The volume is Sibei very high volume, and it is going up after this cluster of signal telling you that it has pulled back. Okay, now Olam, if you don't know what does Olam do, today Heng Swee Keat, our finance minister, talk about Olam, right? It has some, don't know what farming thing at India lah. I also don't know what the collaboration is about. Okay, so that one nothing to do with the share price anyway. So let's take a look at the let's take a look at the business itself. Okay, so Olam, this is the health check. Okay, and then you can see the TTM, it is growing up is good. Okay, it's making more and more money. And then you go to quarterly. Okay, quarterly, you could see the Q3, Q4, and the Q1, Q2. So basically, okay, one thing to note to you is after this February earnings, right? March, April, you will get a better sense of the earnings in this software, because SGX has made a change to the reporting for the financial year for all these listed company. They no longer need to report quarterly. They can choose to report half yearly. So based on half yearly, you could see Q1, Q2 add together, give us Q2 2020. So the next one will be Q3, Q4. It will update here in Q3, Q4. So you do not get the Q3 anymore. Here you can still see a Q3. Here you will not see. Okay, so basically Olam, although you see Q2 very high, right, it's actually combined Q1, Q2. So you must add Q3 to Q4 to get a sense of whether the business could grow or not. So never grow lah. Olam business never grow. So the outlook for Olam, if you read the report, they should be making money because commodities prices are going higher. Okay, that is the plus point for Olam. So when you get the signal, you want to check whether, okay, you want to check whether the stock is buyer in control or not. Now, for me, I do not see buyer in control at all. There's only one long white candle. Then after that, walao, keep on pulling back from 170 to 154 without any significant volume. So this stock, even when the alert comes, right, only today, okay, we are seeing a glimpse of buyers stepping back into the stock. So after the buyers step back into the stock right here, what do we want to see on the right hand side, which is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, before we decide whether do we want to trade Olam or not? Guys, let me ask you. Do you still remember or not? After you see the first white candle, what must you do? Like anybody? I like to ask question. Last time my geography teacher in my secondary school, after she complete every subject, right? Every subject, every topic, right? She will always say, question comes out. Bernard Lim, well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Oh, give your like, give your like. All correct, all correct. Okay, yeah, correct. Okay, so we are looking for the low volume test of sellers. So if you can see that in Olam on Wednesday, Thursday, that means the buyers are back in Olam to drive the price higher. So that is how we read the chart of Olam. Let's take a look at the, excuse me, let's take a look at the weekly chart. Okay, now weekly chart, right? You can see the trending characteristic happening in Olam. High volume, and then when it's consolidating, lower volume. As it's going up, high volume is consolidating over here, lower volume. Going up, high volume, consolidating, lower and lower volume. So on the weekly chart, it is indeed nice. Okay, it is indeed nice. So daily chart, 大家拭目以待。So that is how you use these two. Just now I wanted to show you the UMS trend line crossing, right? Now, what is it all about? Okay, it is because I have drawn an orange line over here. Okay, you can see my orange line. This is my trend line. Okay, so let me just adjust a bit. It is a bit 求情. Let me just adjust a bit so that it is more represent the trend line better. Okay, now this trend line is very powerful because UMS gone onto this uptrending line since December, gone to this uptrend since December. The last time we have a decent signal on UMS was on this day. Okay, this day, and then subsequently is now consolidating. Okay, so from 25th of January until today, it is stuck inside this zone 140 to about 132. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. So for us to know whether Olam has whether UMS has a chance to break upwards or not, very simple, right? Just now I teach you already, just need to study. During this range, are there more buyers or sellers? Okay, so now I'm showing you, are there more buyers or sellers? You take a look at it and then you decide yourself. Okay, so this trend line, what happened to this trend line is whenever the stock pull back, touch this trend line, it will alert me so that I know that UMS is sitting back at the trend line. And when it's sitting back at the trend line, it alert me. I will open up the chart. I will take a look whether is it low volume. If it's low volume like this, we know that it's okay. Coming down with low volume is always okay. Okay. More importantly is when it go back up, you want to see high volume. UMS is doing that. Also, UMS is looking bullish, and I have got this little green line over here. Let me just adjust the green line a bit so that it become orange color because it triggered. Okay, it triggered at 140. So now I'm going to put it higher at 141. So what do I get right here is UMS, if it trades 141 and above, okay, it's going to alert to my Telegram. Okay, or if it pulls back to this trend line, sits back on this trend line, it's going to trigger an alert to my SMS, to my Telegram, right? So that I do not miss this stock, just like today. Okay, just like today, it alerted me to the stock UMS. Okay, so this is very, very useful tool to have. Now, UMS on the company side, what does it do? Semiconductor, this is the sector to watch, the industry to watch. And also you can see the health check is pretty decent. Okay, if you want to know who are the rest of the semiconductor stock, click on that, you can see. Ding, 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 ding. Now, CEI no more being taken private by AEM. Okay, AEM is a stock that the next pullback I want to grab because the earnings has increased because of the takeover of CEI. Okay, so a lot of stories about AEM. So this one is quite positive. Okay, so this is the list to see if you want to trade all these semiconductor stocks, same industry, click on this. And earnings, let's talk about earnings. Okay, now TTM earnings, you can see I always like to find stock with very nice growth in the earnings and the operating income. Okay, quarterly is also the same. You can see it's all stopping up. Okay, so these are the kind of companies that I like to buy. Okay, I like to buy because as an investor, we want to invest in good companies. Now, you just ask yourself this very simple question. If a professional fund manager come to the Singapore market, do you think it will buy the Oxley? Do you think it will buy those company with all red health check, high debt, not making money, earnings is negative companies? Correct or not? So they will come in, fund managers, be it Fidelity or investment banks, they will come in, they will look for profitable company as well. So as a retail investor ourselves, why are we not doing that? Why are we always fascinated by short-term gains and always want to speculate? Correct or not? Change our mindset. Okay, change our mindset. Once upon a time, I was also doing that. I also started with contra. Okay, but subsequently, when you lose enough, it is time to pay attention to what are the fund managers doing. How do they choose a stock? How do they buy a stock? When do they buy a stock? So from that point of view, you will understand that most of the retail investors are actually not doing the right thing. Okay, so this is the earnings that my shortcut to finding a good company that has the catalyst to go up. So earnings is one of them. So earnings satisfied. Now I'm going to show you a lot of stocks that has got this positive earnings. Okay, like for example, Propnex. Okay, take a look at the chart. It is still green and still going up. Okay, but take a look at the earnings, guys. Okay, take a look at the earnings. Okay, operating income start to slow down. Yeah. Okay, take a look at earnings. It is positive, okay, and the TTM is going up, right? Next, and you have got Union Gas. 不好不买啊，讲真的，不好不买。Union Gas, okay, TTM. Union Gas is even better than the Propnex. You can see that the uptrend in the earnings is as uptrend as the price. You buy this type of stock, right? You have the expectation that the share price should go up. Why? Because the earnings is increasing. Now, it is very simple and straightforward. I explained to you one time, you will remember. If a company continue to make more earnings, better earnings, quarter to quarter, half year to half yearly, its share price can only go up because there will be demand for the shares. Okay, because the valuation of the company increases because it makes more money. Simple. You understand this concept, this logic? Let me explain one more time. If you understand, comment yes. If a company has got better earnings quarter on quarter and quarter going forward, okay, its share price will go up because by making more money, the company become more valuable. This is the golden phrase for you to understand why choosing the kind of company is important as the timing. Comment yes if you understand. Daniel, as usual, huh? Oh, okay. So stop. Okay, so a lot of you comment yes. Thank you very much. So from now on, tonight we have this affinity to meet each other in this cyberspace. So I hope you remember my voice. Remember this golden phrase: look out for good companies. Now the latest that I like is Wilma. Okay, Wilma, check this out, man. 流口水真的是流口水。Okay, Wilma. But timing, how do you time, Wilma? So you must learn 要学okay? Now, Wilma. Now, how do I find all this company? Every night you must faithfully go through the results, okay, to look for the best chart, followed by the earnings. Okay, the earnings must be positive. So let's do a quick browse through because I already go through the list of stocks over here. Okay, so I roughly can I just remember some of the stocks that is still beautiful. Like AEM is not very beautiful right now because it's already up. Okay, if you ask me 1 or 2 weeks ago, it is these two arrows that you can reference. Okay, reference. Remember, this arrow is not an automatic buy. When the arrow comes out, you need to make sure that the buyers are still in control of the stock before you want to take the signal. Okay, and also if it's too near to the resistance, common sense, don't buy first. We want this kind of deep set correction, pull back deeply kind. Okay, like that. Pull back deeply kind. Okay, this like pull back deeply kind. Okay. So this is AEM. You can see the TTM, the quarterly, all making very good profits, earnings. Franken is the other one. Okay. Franken is another one, right? What else do we have? Fuyu is also good. Just that the share price is slow. It's slow, but it is also a very profitable company, well-managed company. Just that it's a bit slow. Do I have Kim Lee over here? Oh, iFast. iFast, I think no need to introduce too much. Everybody will know iFast, right? iFast is a company that we want to keep buying. Just that need to wait for the best chart to buy. Okay, the best setup to buy. As of now, there is no setup yet. Okay, there is no setup. The last earnings reported was very good. So right now we wait for it to consolidate. Okay, once it consolidate, we want to watch out for buyer in control. Now, let me show you. Last time it was damn bloody easy to trade iFast because the pattern is so obvious. Now, you have heard my presentation just now, right? That going sideways, this is a range trade, yes. So how do we know that it has a chance to go up? How do we know that this breakout can buy? Okay, you just focus on during this trend, during this during this trading range. Take a look at the volume spike. Are you seeing more buyer or more sellers? Is buyer in control? If you can answer this question, okay, then you'll be able to trade the breakout with ease, with confidence. Okay, so you can see during just now I show you in other stock, right? So now this is iFast for you. Similarly to the GK when it's going up. Okay, when it's going up, you see increasing volume. When it stops going up, you see declining volume, and going up, high volume. So this is the buyer in control kind of chart setup that we want to see and trade. Okay, so now we don't see anything yet. We will wait for iFast to show us the way. Then only we want to get into iFast one more time. My average is low, about 360. So I got a lot of time to wait for it to consolidate, to average up some more. Okay, so that is for iFast. And ISDN. Okay, ISDN, you can see the earnings is also very strong. Now, ISDN, I think I have shown you on SIA, right? Remember that downtrend line? So ISDN is also doing the same, guys. It's also doing the same, ISDN. So for ISDN, do you remember what must you do when it trades up the orange line? Okay, when it trades up the orange line, firstly, it will send an alert to my Telegram. Then I will open up the chart. I will check out the candle. If it break up, it must be white. It can also gap up tomorrow and close lower. It will still be breaking the downtrend line, right? But if it gaps up, close lower, black candle selling, I don't want. Okay, so if it open and trade higher white candle with higher volume, this is one stock that is bullish. Okay, let's check it out, the weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart. Now, do you see what I'm seeing here? The same characteristic of a good classic uptrend stock is there. Okay, going higher on higher volume, when consolidating is on lower volume. So definitely it is in the right sector as well, semiconductor. Okay, so earnings is also positive. So ISDN qualify as my pick. Oh, everybody understand, right? So Japfa is so good. Now Kim Lee. Okay, now there are two kopitiam listed in our exchange. One is Kofu, one is Kim Lee. Now, how do you choose which one to trade? Okay, so other than looking at the chart, why don't we take a look at the business itself? Because remember, we are buying business. We are investing in business. So you can see Kofu, you see Kofu has a big dip in their earnings. But when you see Kim Lee, where is the dip? How come both of them are kopitiam operator, but Kofu dip in earnings, but Kim Lee is all right? So if you are interested to invest in a kopitiam, right? You want to buy the stronger of the two. Now you have your answer. Okay, everything is laid out nicely for you to compare the performance, financial performance. Okay, so when you have to choose between two companies in the same industry, the decision factor should be the financials. Whoever can make the most profit should be inside our portfolio. Agree or not? Agree or not? Agree, comment, agree. Oh, we have got Valuetronics also, the chart is not bad. Okay, like comment, agree if you understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you Valuetronics next. Based on what I have teach you so fast over the past 1 hour and 14 minutes, you will be able to tell me whether Valuetronic is positive or is bullish or bearish. Hey, where am I agree? How come only 4 or 5 of you agree? The rest of you? Okay, if you are too, if agree is too much letter to type, just hoot the like button will do lah. Hoot the like button like this. Hoot the like button easier, right? You can tap, 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 tap. So nice. Mark Zuckerberg make it golden color with red, no? Gold finger with red to make it very, very beautiful. Okay, like, so Valuetronics. Okay, now Valuetronics, it started to consolidate right here all the way down. Okay, so you take a look, so from here all the way down, okay, based on what you have learned over the 1 hour and 15 minutes, first question to you is, do you see buyer in control? Wow, bloody obvious, right, guys? It's so obvious, right? Okay, so second question is, what are you expecting to see tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday? Okay, before you decide whether to buy or not. So all three questions can be answered in this Valuetronic chart. Okay, so let's flip to the weekly chart and see any positive sign. Oh yo, 没有更简单了的啦，没有更简单了的啦 guys. Okay, so if I give you this view, all right, you should be able to make a judgment, make a decision that, oh, this stock, does it has the trending characteristic that I speak about? Does it has the buyer in control kind of pattern that I speak about? Okay, you saw a shooting star. So after shooting star, what must you look out for? So all these over the 1 hour and 50 minutes, I already show you. Also, you should know what to do already. Okay, so this is Valuetronic for you. Now, what about the business? Valuetronic, let's take a look. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? Right. So this is a very objective way of looking for stocks to buy, okay, and when to buy and when to sell. Okay, when to sell, follow the red line. Okay, follow the red line. This is my trailing stop line. Okay, if you are able to read the candles, you will be able to tell whether the sellers are back in control. So if the sellers are back in control, that is a good sign for you to get out of the stock first. Otherwise, if you are very busy, okay, then you just follow the red line. Like for example, let me take a look at my watch list. I'll just want to share with you one example. Okay. Okay, let's say Union Gas. Oh, sorry, Union Gas. Union Gas. Now, because Union Gas, I bought them bloody early last year. Okay, last year, so I bought about 41 or 42 cents. Okay, so now it is trending upwards. So I'm deep in profit. So I want to trail my profit. But at the same time, I also worried that, oh, if the trend goes down, how? Right? So I want to set up an alert. Okay, I'm going to delete this alert. I'm going to set up an alert so that when it reach the red line, the stock market will, not stock market, the software will alert me on my mobile phone, my Telegram. Okay, so I saw this red line over here, right? So this is based on the last trading day. So the value is about 530. 530. That means 5毛3 5毛3, 53 cents. Oh, sorry, 53 cents. Okay, 53 cents. Once Union Gas trades to 53 cents, it will alert me on my Telegram. Then I open up my platform and see, is it really bearish? If it's really bearish, then I can choose to get out of the stock. Okay, so this is one way you can keep yourself informed of any adverse price movement against you. Understand, guys? Understand? Well, this is one way to set the trailing stop. Okay, trailing stop. Now, give me one stock that you have, guys. Give me one stock. Any one of you, just give me one stock that you have. Okay, then I will show you how to set the trailing stop for your stock. Give me one stock. Come on, guys. Who want to give me the honor of giving me one stock? So I set the alert and show you how to set. 到底有没 Golden Agri 啊？ Okay, now Golden Agri, if you have bought it, okay, if you have bought it already, wow, so beautiful this chart. This chart is so beautiful. Okay, it's as beautiful as my Wilma. Okay, as beautiful as my Wilma. Okay, so Golden Agri, so let's say okay, so this is the red line, right? So all you need to do, horizontal line, you put it on this red line, trail your profit, ride the trend. So long the stock doesn't come down and close below this red line, just continue to sit tight. So Golden Agri, the bunch of technical signal that satisfy the criteria is right here at the low. Okay, so this is my Trend Master V3 signal. It is used for trend trading, buying at the low. So trend, how does trend looks like, guys? Well, this stock is very beautiful. How does trend looks like? Okay, trend is like this, it goes higher, it go pull back lower, it go higher, it go pull back lower. All right, so this Trend Master V3 signal, we want to buy here. We want to buy here. So in this Golden Agri example, you can see that it always comes out at the low to alert you to the stock. Once it move up, right, it will stop. It will keep quiet already. Over here, okay, what is happening is over here, it's telling you that, hey, look at me, 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 look at me. Go out already, right? It will tiam. Because why? Late already, I tell you. 哎呀，早知道叫你买了吗？没有买啊。So it keep quiet already. Never tell you anything anymore. You see? So this is like the wife, right? It will keep on nagging at you, ask you to. Sorry. Shouldn't say why. I mean, this is like the alarm clock. Keep telling you, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Once you miss it, right, it will keep quiet. Over here also the same. Look at me, 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 look at me. Once you go out, right, late already, right, it will keep quiet. Okay, so it will help to alert you at the lows. Okay, and then you use the red line to trail your profit. Okay, so this is for Golden Agri. But the earnings wise for Golden Agri is not fantastic. Lose to Wilma. Okay, it lose to Wilma. So between the two, I will still prefer Wilma actually. Also, this is the two. This is how the Trend Master V3 works on this Golden Agri. Okay, how the alert will work. So all these stocks over at results. Okay, we have this Trend Master V3. We also have this Trend Master V3 Plus. Now, what does this V3 Plus stands for? This V3 Plus means that all these stocks that trigger the alerts over here, like ISDN, for example, okay, you do not know when it will trigger the entry. Okay, so over here at the live alerts, if ISDN tomorrow trigger the entry, it will appear here, okay, telling you that Trend Master V3 Plus. The plus stands for real time. Okay, that means it will alert you real time in the day when it trigger the alerts. So that is how it works. Okay, so today I just want to ask you one more question. One last question is, have you learned something tonight? If you have, your eyes is open, like, wow, what a powerful software, and also you learn that, wow, this is the way to look at stock, and you think you like it, comment yes to let me know that I have served value tonight. Comment yes. Okay, if you find that I have served value tonight, you have learned something over the last 1.5 hours. Go Wei Feng, first one to say yes. Thank you very much. Means you're paying attention to what I'm saying. 谢谢你 Crystal Pay, Raymond, thank you very much, guys. Tony, not yet. Then you rewind, Tony. Right, as usual, Angeline Cole. Angeline Cole, I remember from Prop Next, right? Jason, Surinder. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Okay. So if you find that you have learned a lot during these past 1.5 hours, if you want to learn more, okay, if you want to learn more, this is where I want to take the next 15 minutes to show you my training program. Okay, my training program. So now is 广告时间. So how do you get this powerful software that now comes with real-time data? Okay, up to 5 different stock exchange that you can select. Okay, and real-time alerts sent to your mobile phone, Telegram, your own mobile phone, guys. Where do you find this software? Okay, you can get this software only through my mentorship program. Okay, so I'm going to show you what is the mentorship program. So once you join me as a member, you will get access to the mobile app premium features. Now, this mobile premium feature is this what do you call that? Communicator that is installed in your mobile phone, our Chat Nexus app. So this is the one that will also alert you to some of the stocks that I'm tracking, like SIA today. Just like I was telling you about SIA, how the chart has turned bullish. So you see, my message to you is very simple. Take a look at SIA meeting requirements. So it is not an automatic buy. You will need to open up your chart and after the training, right? You open up your chart, you will know how and what to look for before you take the trade. Okay, so the onus is still on you as a trader. So it is not SIA comes out just buy. No, it's not like that. Okay, like today, Heng Swee Keat was talking at the budget day, right? So we were all thinking that it is going to announce cooling measure, but to our surprise, never announced. So these are the 3 ways, okay, that I was talking with the members that, hey, what can you do with the stock in it? Because we bought PropNext since last year, so we are riding the trend. So now there is a roadblock of this cooling measure. It's just a matter of time before it hits the market. You can already see PropNext stock price stop going higher. So what are the things to do? Here we can discuss with the members. And trend continuation on Wilma. So I use Wilma as a very good example to show a trend continuation pattern to remind the members what they have learned, okay, to apply on Wilma. So Nano Firm, okay, and every Monday there will be a webinar conducted just for the members. So UMS, ISD, and so on. Okay. So Kopi Siu Tai, very funny name, right? Kopi Siu Tai, what does it mean? It means Kim Lee. Just now I was showing you Kim Lee has this and this Kofu. Which one is the better kopitiam, right? So I also highlight these good learning opportunities together with the members, okay, to highlight them to a stock, to a case study that they have learned in the training. Okay, so that this training is like on-the-job training. Okay, so that you learn as you trade. So whenever I find real life example, I will share with you so that you know, oh, so this is how it looks like in real life. So otherwise, if you are training based on the old contents, like the examples in the training videos are all based on last time's example, it's not real time. So it can take different shapes and sizes to appear right now. So therefore, I pick the ones that is showing a classic signal that we have learned to show you that how it looks like real time, so that your training is not based on 10-year series, example that you may not be able to make use of. Okay, so this is where your education will continue through every single day. When I find a pattern that conform to our trading setup, I will send to you so that you can learn together. Next is this private access to the Facebook group right here. Okay, so this is the Facebook group for all the members. You can see, okay, this is the daily discussion that we will set up every single day to discuss about the days going on. Okay, what are the stocks to look out for, and how are the market doing, any market news. Like today, just before the webinar, I was going through the announcement. I saw Sembawang Corp Industry having exposure to Myanmar. Okay, so it announced today. So I shared this thing to all the members so that they are aware. Okay, and there are more stuff over here. You can see this is what results. Okay, results is the accumulation of all the trading performance, okay, the trades that we have taken and what is the P&L to inspire fellow members. So you can see we have got, okay, this is me, of course. My name is Ihua. So this is my past record. You can see some of the famous stock we have traded: Metex, Riverstone, Sembawang Corp Industry. So all these are the profit. Okay, 1,000, 2,000, 1,000. Top Glove back then in November, October period. And I have got a lot of them right here. You can see iFast and Hi-P right here. Okay, now of course iFast continue to go higher right now. It is more than $5.10. So the profit continue to swell, whereas Hi-P has been taken private. So this is the last trading price of this Hi-P. So 4.1K locked in. And also I want to show you Metex. Do I have Metex over here? Okay, Metex, this was the time in July, August, September, that time when Metex is flying high. Because now I saw someone ask about Metex. Metex is an old trade, 2020. Now it's no longer doing well. So lock in the profit since September. So this is the final P&L of the big trend in Metex. Okay, how I write all the way, really is all the way from 26 cents all the way up. Okay, this is Metex. This is Metex, guys. This is Metex. So can you see it's all the way to tau green color, you know? So tau green color, never mind. And you can see the same volume behavior that I was sharing with you earlier on how trending stocks should look like in terms of the volume, correct or not? So that time, if you already know this knowledge, you will have benefited from Metex. Okay, so but it's never too late. You can always learn now so that you do not miss the next one. Now the latest profit that I log in today is this Propnex. Okay, I worried this Heng Swee Keat will say cooling measure, so I just log in my profit 2.6K on Propnex, and the rest are still sitting on the trend. So this is the thread to show all the members trading record. Okay, trading record results. Call it the results thread. Right, and let's see any other stocks. SIA, Inverse and Shoulder, just now I talked to you about it already, right? So this is SIA, then we can have the conversation here. And how do we trade it? Okay, so this is Wilma, and this is the weekly webinar that I'm talking about. Every Monday, we will gather here, and then there will be a video, okay, either live or pre-recorded, to update you on all the stocks that we are tracking and is it near any bullish setup or not. Okay, so you can see the service right here is really very, very personalized. Okay, so that you do not miss the next stock. And also my objective of setting up this mentorship is to trade together with you, and I show by example what kind of stocks am I looking at, why this stock, why this setup, why this entry price, why this stock deserve a place in your portfolio. So we do this together. It's just like a hands-on. Remember, it's like a hands-on on-the-job training. So it is not your typical you attend a training, after that you try to trade on your own once a week. I meet you up. No, this one is every single day. Every single day. That is where the value of this program lies. Now, you will also receive all the premium web-based software, okay? The one that I was using extensively earlier on. This one with the FA on the right-hand side, charting on the center, and also the signal and the live alerts. Okay, all these will come together with the training, and you can select 5 markets. Okay, so these are all the 9 markets that we have for the market data. You can choose 5 as part of your membership. Okay, and then this is the Telegram service. Okay, the Telegram alert that you can set up to receive your own alerts that you have set up. Okay, and also my Trendmaster V3 Plus. Okay, the one that trigger real time. So you can receive it in your Telegram, and also the trading stop, the red line. Okay, and delay price. Okay, so this is not only end of day price anymore. For those of you who are long time never come to our events, this has now gone delay feed. That means you can see the intraday data of, like, for example, Metex. Okay, so it is even more powerful tool now. The most advanced tool in the history of ChartNexus is happening right now. Okay, so if you have not get your hands on this software, go get it. You will not regret it. It will help you with your trading, and you'll get these alerts that is really very, very useful, right? So this is our profile. This is my profile testimonial. Okay, so you can come and read some of my members' testimonial, how the program and the software has helped them. You click on this, view more testimonials. You'll be able to go to this website, okay, our Facebook page, and you'll be able to see all the comments. You see some of them write very, very lengthy testimonial, okay, to explain, to express themselves like, hey, how they benefited for a program. So you can come here and take a look and see, are you also experiencing some of the challenges that they are facing before they join the program, and how the program can help you, okay? So this is a frequently asked question. You can come here. So we are now currently, okay, in the middle of Chinese New Year. So our Chinese New Year sales, okay, will end in 2 days on Thursday. So this is the very, very good time for you to join us, okay, because this is the bonus that you are looking at. So we have got 3 different bundles. Great deal. You buy 1 year, free 8 weeks. Okay, usually no free 8 weeks, only 1 year. Then buy 2 years, free 8 months. Okay, buy 3 years, free 2 years. So the more years you buy, the cheaper it gets. Okay, the lower it gets. Right. So these are the 3 bundles for this Chinese New Year. If it's a normal time, you will not get this promotion. Okay, so this is a very good time to sign up. So we are now ready to take on the subscription. So once you are ready, you decided that, you know, this is the program that you're looking for, something that can stay with you, trade together with you every single day. So this is the time to sign up. Okay, click on the link and proceed to sign up. So after you sign up, you will receive a welcome email. Inside we'll have the instruction on how to get the software, the Facebook, okay, and how to install the mobile app, okay, to receive the daily broadcast. So with that, okay, I will end tonight's session and wait for your questions. If you have any question with regards to this training program, feel free to comment under the comments field. Me and my assistant will try to help you. Okay, so for those of you who are already ready to sign up to take advantage of this Chinese New Year sales, proceed to the sign up link. Okay, 卖涂料, later no more promotion. Every time is like that, you know. After we launch a promotion, people dilly-dally, then after promotion ended, when they sign up, they say, hey, I want the last Christmas promotion, can or not? Don't have lah, Christmas already over. So now only left Chinese New Year promo. This is it, okay? Right, any question in regards to the mentorship program, feel free to ask now. Okay, if you have been losing in the stock market in your investment and you don't know what stock to buy and you always buy the wrong timing, this is it. Okay, 2021 year of the metal ox. Okay, make this year counts. Make this year count. Okay. Give us 1 year. Okay, give us 1 year to work together with you and see how we can transform your trading. Now, for example, if you easily easily lose more than $900 in one trade, okay, and then you are on to your next losing trade, why not stop whatever you're doing, because obviously it's not working for you, and then you invest your next $900 into this 1 year program. Okay, you get 8 weeks, you get 8 weeks free. So total will be 14 months. Okay, 14 months. Give us 14 months to work with you on a daily basis, weekly basis, and then share with you how to find these good companies and time the entry. Learn from us. Right? Any question, guys? If there's no question, yes, okay, like Chu Ek Su, right? How can I help you, Mr. Chu? 有问题吗？ Okay, I saw I saw Caroline. Caroline, you already signed up. I saw your transaction coming in. So remember to check your welcome email. Okay. And we also have email at et@chinexcess.com. So those of you who sign up and could not get around with installing your program, feel free to email to us. Okay. Tony Ng, how to determine the large volume? What buyer in control? This you will learn in more details inside the training program. Okay, inside the training program. Here in this free seminar, free training, I only tell you 大纲要这么找股，大纲 you need high volume, but exactly what volume? Let me show you. Exactly what volume? This is the video to come to lah. Okay, the training videos are all here under the guides. Oops. Fat finger. Under the guides. Now, these are the training videos. So this is the how to use the software. Okay, and volume. How to determine big or small volume over here. Right? How to use a smarter way to buy low strategy over here. So the training are already recorded inside this community page, okay, in our Facebook private page. Hey, this is one very important video that I want everybody, those of you who join, to come and see. 5.1 and 6. This is about position sizing. How do you compound your account? Okay, for example, if you start with 50,000 account, how do you compound it year after year so that it can grow? Very important concept. It is not about making 2K from Propnex this time, making another 2K from Union Gas, making 2K from AEM and so on. No, you must keep winning and you must win more and more each time so that one day, okay, you one trade is talking about 5, 6K, 8, 7K. That is what we are looking for. So that is the position sizing formula and the managing portfolio units that you should come and view. Okay, so this is where all the training are being hosted, video on demand. Feel free to come and view the videos after you gain access. 还有没有问题 ？Any more question? Let me on some music to relax. Chinese New Year, YouTube got question. I cannot see the YouTube question. It's not showing up on my. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Okay, Polly. Sorry guys, over YouTube, I just saw your question. Do you have FA data for the 5 market we choose later on? Okay, for FA data, it is only available for KL and Singapore market. It is per year, you are right, per year. It is not expensive. $900, where got expensive? One trade, 2,000, you know. So not expensive lah. Losing is more expensive. Okay, education is not expensive. Okay. Poly, any discount for former member? No discount. You see the price never changed, it's still the same. Last time, before COVID, we used to conduct at our Tanjong Pagar office is about $2,788. Okay, $2,788. So now COVID time, we move online. These are all the online rates. 好平啊, okay. CK, can we ask US stock? No, you cannot ask US stock because US stock, you cannot use this strategy outright. The flavor is different. Okay, we need to tweak. So therefore, I do not cover US stocks in this program yet. I have plans to cover, but I have to see how do I manage the time because now I'm supporting and mentoring 2 groups of members. One group trading the KL stock, one group trading the Singapore stock. So I need to see how can I do it for the US stock. So as of now, we don't have. For US, don't have, okay? So Alex Heng, we enroll, we'll get both SG and MYFA. Sorry, you can only get, okay, if you enroll SG, you get the SGFA. If you enroll for the KL, you get the KLFA. 2 separate. Alex Teo, let me see. Alex Teo over at Facebook. Alex Teo. Okay, so it's 2709 for 3 years, and then the other 2 years is free. How do we get 45.15 is 2709 divided by 5 years lah. So that's how you get 45.15. So you get the 3 year subscription 2709, okay, which is 903 times 3 lah. Okay, then you get 5 years. Okay, Alex, I hope that answered your question. Tony, pay monthly. You cannot. We do not accept installment. So what you can do, what usually our member do is they sign up and then they go and activate their credit card installment plan and own self arrange with your credit card company. So there's one Alex Teo. Okay, Robert Lim, did your stock selection and entry trigger system also using the banker chip? Robert Lim, no banker chip, no banker chip. No problem, Tony. Chinese New Year period 嘛 ，kidding is okay 啦哦，大家开心就好，欢喜就好。Right, any more question, guys? Before we call it a night, wow, suddenly the question keep coming in. That's great. Okay, I will just hang around for another few more minutes. Okay, Alex, hang for all the markets. Currently, we only have for Singapore and Bursa for the delayed feed. Okay, Singapore and Bursa for the delayed feed. Not all markets yet. Xingren, find a course review on Sidley. I don't know how to get Sidley to review but then it is already, I have the members testimonial on the Facebook page, so you can actually click on it and see right here. Okay, let me share with you right here so that you can go and see the members 真心话. If I can use a bit 肉麻啦, 真心话. How nice your promotional price is in ringgit, Robert Lim. Hey, Robert Lim, we have the ringgit promotional package as well. Usually Tuesday is for Singapore market, Wednesday is for Malaysia market. So tomorrow you will see me again, and then this is the Malaysia market. Okay, it's about the same. Okay, buy 3 free 2, buy 2 free 8 months, buy 1 free 8 weeks. Okay, so this is Singapore, this is Bursa. So Alex Heng, all the markets are not live feed. Only Singapore and Bursa market is live feed. Delayed feed, 10 minutes delay. Okay, guys, I think it's nearing 11 p.m. Is there any last question? Maybe I'll take one last question before we call it a night. Anyone want to do the honors? Last question? Anyway, we have our WhatsApp number as well as the email address above the description, video description, and also below under the pin up. Okay, we have our contact info over there. So if you want to contact and ask more questions before you commit, then feel free to drop us an email or drop us a WhatsApp. Okay, I saw Doris Lee. I saw your transaction coming in. Thank you very much, Doris and Caroline. Anyone else? So remember to check, Doris and Caroline, remember to check on your inbox, okay? For the welcome email. Hold up, I think no more questions. So I'm going to stop for tonight. I'm going to call it a night. So once again, thank you for joining tonight's webinar. I will be back next Tuesday for the Singapore market and also tomorrow for the Wednesday for the Bursa market. Okay, so if you want to learn more, come along and also chill your friends. Okay, more people, more fun, more the merrier. Okay, so that's all for tonight, guys. Thank you very much, and I see you soon. Bye.